Okay. Yes. Good morning, everyone. So, what was the last discussion which we had in our previous class?
Independent float.
Independent float. And what was the problem? Problem statement.
Determine independent float. Given one problem.
Determine the independent float. And independent float was given, and we were supposed to, and also the list of activities we had written. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. So just to recall the concept of independent float is nothing but the project manager is assuming that the next activity will be starting as soon as possible, and the previous activity will finish as late as possible. Okay. So these things are actually in practical, these things are really possible, correct? Wherein the next activity may always start as soon as possible, and the previous activity may get delayed. Just to consider one of the example, budgeting. If you have to see, usually the budget aspect actually takes a lot of time because planning phase of the project, and this actually takes a lot of time. And so usually the project managers consider this activity or finish this activities on the latest finish time, considering this on the early finish time. Correct. So so what happens is this activity finishes as late as possible. So after that is purchase of raw materials, and afterwards, after purchasing the raw materials, possibly there may be uh, machinery purchase of machineries may be possible. Now, this activity, that is purchasing the machines, may be starting at the earliest duration, correct? Why? Because the project manager may want the purchasing of the machinery activity to start as soon as possible. Why? The reason for this is that since the budgeting activity has taken a lot of duration and it has finished on the latest finish date, that means what? It has gone beyond the schedule and it has finished on the latest finish date, but not on, even not on the actual duration date, but on the latest finish date. So what happens is the project manager is under pressure to complete the project on time, and the project manager wants to start the next activities as soon as possible, correct? So under this circumstance, what is the total delay available for an activity? That is the question here. So that is being termed as, that particular delay available for the project manager is termed as the independent float. Okay. So we had listed the activities, duration, okay, activities, duration, and early start, as well as late finish. As well as late finish. Okay, so just tell me the list of activities which we had considered in our problem.
1 to 2.
Okay.
2 to 3. 3 to 5.
3 to 5. Okay.
2 to 4.
2 to 4. All right.
4 to 5. 4 to 5.
How much? 4 to
2
5?
to 5.
2 to 5.
2 to 5.
Correct? 2 to 5.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, all right. What is the duration?
10. 10.
10 days. Okay. Next.
12.
12 days. Okay.
24 days.
24. Okay.
20.
20.
5.
How much? 25?
5. 5.
Only 5.
Yes, sir. Then
Okay.
4.
How much? 2 dash 5 is
4.
4. Early start 0. Next.
10,
10. Okay. Next.
22,
22. Okay.
10, 30, 10,
10. Okay. Late finish.
10, 22,
Okay.
46,
Okay.
41, 46,
Okay.
46.
Again 46. All right.
Yes.
Correct. Thank you. Okay. So under this circumstance, we are supposed to determine independent float for each activities. And did we calculate independent float for any of these activities? Did we start this problem?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. We have just written the table for each activity. All right. So this is the question statement. So I will just go ahead since this is already written by everyone. First activity is one dash independent float for 1-2. It's 1-2. Okay, just a minute. I think you need not rub it because I do not have space. So that is the reason I have rubbed this diagram. So the next activity. What is the next activity starting from this node? 2 to 3. Is that the only activity?
2 to 4 and 2 to 5.
2 to 4 and 2 to 5. So now let us identify what is the present activity, next activity, and the previous activity. So this is the present activity. And these three are the next activity. Okay, so instead of okay, and finally we have the previous activity also. There are no previous activities. No previous activities. So available for this. Okay, so that is the reason late finish for this activity is equal to 0. Since there are no no activities before the first node, That is the reason. Okay, so that is the reason late finish is equal to 0. Okay. And so simultaneously, can you tell me what is the early start for 2-3?
10.
10. 2-4 also it is the same. Correct? 2-4 and 2-5.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are the different values. Okay. Okay. So these are the different values. Okay. Required for our calculation. So with these parameters, we have to determine the independent float for the first act 1-2. So has anyone not understood this? You can ask any type of questions. Or if you want me to explain this once again, I can do so. So this diagram is nothing but we have identified the current activity, next activity, and the previous activity. Okay, and as per the equation, we require early start for the next activity, which we have written in the diagram, and also we require the late finish for the previous activity. Okay. So these many things are being finished. Next is if anyone wants me to go back to the previous screen, you can just tell me. So independent float for 1-2 is equal to early start for the next activity 2-3 minus late finish for the previous activity minus duration of the present activity. Present activity is 1-2. So what is the early start for 2-3?
10.
And what is the late finish for the previous activity?
0.
0. And duration of the present activity is also 10. Correct. So this is the first value is the independent float is equal to 0. If anyone wants me to explain this once again, I'm ready to do so. Just let me know in case if you want this information. Okay, so we're writing the interpretation of the results. Okay, so if the project manager finishes the previous activity as late as possible, and if he starts the next activity as soon as possible, then the present activity then the present activity 1-2, then the delay available for the delay available for the present activity 1-2 is equal to 0. If the project manager finishes the previous activity as late as possible, and if he uh, starts the next activity 2-3 as soon as possible, then the delay available for the present activity 1-2 is equal to 0. Okay, so this is basically the interpretation for independent float. So in the final examination, we need not write interpretation. This is just for your understanding. We are writing the interpretation. Otherwise, this is not required in the semester end examination. Only the calculation and the correct answer is required. So if that is there, that is sufficient, because operation research question paper will be a little lengthier. Okay, so possibly you may not get full time to complete this particular paper. So that is the reason. See that whatever answers you are writing, it is up to the mark, as well as only required points are included in the uh, answer sheet. Okay, so if this is done, which is 2-3, we have already calculated 2-3 activity, is it right? So the independent float for the independent float for 2-3, it is already calculated. Is it right? Am I right? It is already calculated. And this is equal to how much? What was the independent float for 2-3 activity?
Zero, sir.
0, is it right? What was the calculation? How did we calculate it? What were the different values?
22 minus 10 minus 12.
Equal to 0, correct. Next. Correct. So this is already done. Next, we are supposed to calculate the independent float for 3-5. Can you do it by yourself? 3-5. If you want me to solve this, I can. Otherwise, what I will do is 3-5 activity, I will solve it. And the next activity, you can solve it by yourself. So next is independent float for 3-5. So first comes, what is the previous activity for 3-5?
2-3.
2-3. Is it the only activity which finishes on the third node, or is there any other activities?
Only one activity.
Only one activity, okay. And what is the next activity after 3-5?
Fifth is the last node, sir.
That itself is the last node, okay. We want the latest start for this node, okay. Fine. All right. So we'll just write down the previous activity. And this is the present activity. And finally, no next activity. Therefore, the early start, can anyone tell how to calculate the early start? Can anyone tell how to determine the early start for the next activity? This we have already done in our previous calculations, that is for free float.
Late finish of fifth activity.
Late finish for the fifth activity, that can be one, or the early finish, which all activities actually finishes on the fifth node.
2-5, 4-5, 3-5.
Okay, so I think we have to consider all of them, and then we have to calculate the so determining early start for the activity. So let's see how to determine the early start for the next activity. So that is nothing but, I think this we have done in our previous sessions. It is nothing but we have to first note down the early finish for all the activities that finishes on the fifth node. So which all activities finishes on the fifth node? One is 2-5, 3-5, and last one is 4-5. So what are their early finishes duration? So what is the early finish duration for these three activities?
10, 30, and 22.
10, 30, and 22. And which value we are going to consider?
Early start is early finish.
Early finish. Early finish for 3-5, 2-5, and 4-5. Okay. So we have
36, 35, and 14.
okay. So we have three activities. That finishes on the fifth node. They are 2-5, 3-5, and 4 dash. Okay. Next is the early finish of these three activities are so what are the early finishes you said?
36, 35, and 14.
36,
46. 46.
46, 36,
46, sir.
46.
46, 35, and 14.
46, 35, and 40.
35.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So the maximum early finish value is equal to so which is early finish? Maximum value for early finish is equal to 46. Okay. So this I think the same calculation we have done even in our previous calculation, that is for free float. Same thing was being done. So here also we are supposed to do that. That is equal to 40. Therefore, early start for the next activity is equal to 46. Okay. So first we are saying which all activities finishes on the fifth node, and after that we try to note down which is the maximum value of the early finish. Okay. And the maximum value will be the early start for the next activity. Yes, if anyone has any doubts, you can ask. Okay, so this is done. Early start for the next activity is equal to 46. So all these things are done. Is it right? Next is, so what is the late finish for this activity? One. Late finish for 2-3.
22.
22. Okay, so in this case, early start will be equal to how much? 46. Late finish is equal to 22 and early start is equal to 46. So can you just determine what is the independent float for this activity? Or if anyone wants me to explain this once again, I can do it. Or if anyone has wants any clarification. So late finish for the previous activity is 22 and early start for the next activity is 46. So anyone with the value of independent float for 3-5?
0.
0.
0, is it right? So independent float for 3-5 is equal to how much? 46 minus how much was the late finish?
46 minus 22 minus 20,
22.
Minus
24.
24.
answer is 0. So this is basically the solution for 3-5 activity. For the next activity, just try to calculate the independent float. What is the next activity?
Two to 4.
Only thing is that for these two calculations, you should know how to determine the current activity and the previous activity as well as the next activity. That if you have learned to identify, then I think the maximum calculation is done. And one more difference between the free float as well as the independent float. The difference is that the similarity. First, let us discuss the similarity. In both the cases, we are considering the early start. Early start component is the same. So we are using early start for the next activity, correct, in both the in both the calculations, but only the next component will change. For free float, we are considering the early finish for the current activity, while for the independent float, we are considering the late finish for the previous activity. That is the only difference. Okay, between these two calculations. So that may be one of the way how you can remember these formulas, correct? By just remembering the differences, you can remember the formula. Okay. So early start is required for both the formulas, independent float as well as free float. Okay, so for independent float, for so for 2-4, is the previous activity of 2-4.
1-2.
1-2. Any other activities? for previous activity, that is 1-2. Okay, so after, okay, no, all right. So what is the next activity?
4-5.
4-5. Okay. There is a previous activity for this. And the present activity. The next activity. Four dash 5. Okay. So these are different parameters required. So now once this is done, what is the late finish for the previous activity?
Ten.
Okay. And what is the early start? How much?
30.
30, is it right? Okay. And duration of the present activity?
20.
How much?
20.
That is also 20. Okay, that is 20. That means answer will be equal to that means independent float for 2-4 is equal to how much?
0.
0. Correct. Is it right? So anyone wants me to anyone wants any type of clarification regarding this calculation? 30 minus 20 minus 10. Answer is going to be 0. Those who have already completed this calculation, they can go for the next. I'm going for the next one. So independent float. Independent float for activity 2-4. 2-4 is 30 minus 20 minus 10. Answer is 0. What is the next activity? After 2-, next activity?
4-5.
4-5. So independent float for 4-5. Which is the previous activity for 4-5?
2-4.
Only one activity? Or is there any other activities finishing on the 4th note? And what is the duration of 4-5?
5.
5 days. Okay. And what about this previous activity? Previous activity. Previous activity is late finish. What is the previous activity late finish?
41.
And there is no next activity. How do we consider this? What will be the early start? So what should be the early start for the next activity?
46.
46.
46.
Correct. 46 would be the early start for the next activity. This we have already done the previous calculation. You can just see how we have determined this 46. So again, independent float, what will be the answer?
0.
Will be 0 itself. Yes. So this is going to be the independent float. So how many more activities are there?
1.
One more activity. So just calculate the independent float for the last one. And I think that will be the last calculation for today. Meanwhile, if anyone wants me to go back to the previous screen, you can. Okay, so independent float for 4-5 is equal to minus 45, which is equal to 0. What about the last value? Independent float. What is the last activity?
2-5.
So just calculate this value and tell me the answer. Okay, so just calculate the independent float for 2-5 and tell me the answer.
32 is the answer, sir.
Okay, 32 is the answer. Fine. I'll just wait for one more answer and then I will continue.
Yes, it's 32.
32, sir.
32.
Just tell me the calculation.
46
46.
minus 10 minus 4.
46 minus 10 minus answer is okay. So this is the final answer. Okay, so I'm just sending the link of the online class which was held previously in the month of May. Okay, so just go through all those online class and just be prepared. Okay, why? Because the first sessional will be somewhere after 20 or and before 25th. The first sessional will be before that, and by now you may have already realized the importance of the internal marks. Okay, so first sessional is very much important. So we do not know whether what is going to be the situation and what decision will be taken regarding the final semester in the examination. Correct. So that is the reason it is always better to be prepared for any type of situation in the future, and it is always good to score well in our first sessional. Okay, so I have uploaded all the classes in the all the classes in the sense whatever possible I could have uploaded. Correct. So just go through the same classes or the same videos which I have uploaded the YouTube. And the link of the same also I'm just trying to send it through WhatsApp group. Okay, so if you have missed any of the classes due to internet issues or any other issues, you can just go through the same and just be prepared. Okay, so now you do not have any type of academic, non-academic work, so possibly you can focus much on the academic work, and especially these subjects like operation research. It's really important to focus more on this particular subject. As I have already told, number of failures in this particular subjects were more, even in your past batch, correct? In your senior batch, if you have to see. That is the reason my recommendation is give maximum focus on this particular subject. And since you do not have any type of a non-academic work right now, so it's really a good opportunity for you to start preparing. Okay, so your work is only to sit and prepare for the 6 subjects, in which give more focus on this subject also, apart from the other subjects. Correct. The reason is what I have told already before. I have already told. Okay, so I think there are no absentees for this particular class. Okay, so we'll just conclude this particular class. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.